Hey, what's up everybody? In today's video, I want to go over a few things, update you guys on some of the projects. I know there is a lot going on this channel, so just wanted to take today's video a little bit slower, kind of break things down a little bit, talk about what's going on. I know I've just been cranking out videos on all the different projects, whether it's the Dakota RT, the blue one, whether it's Jason's truck, whether it's the Viper or the SRT10 or the S2000, there's a lot going on. So before I get into today's video, I just want to say if you guys can give this video a thumbs up before we continue, it does help support the channel and it does let YouTube know to share the videos with other people. So make sure you give it a thumbs up right now, and also share the videos with your friends or wherever you guys think other people will see them or enjoy them. It does help support the channel. That way we can get this thing to the next level and we can start doing some other mods, which I'm going to show and talk to you guys about in just a second, because I picked up something that's going to help this channel. And once we get into some bigger, crazier and more exciting mods, not that these ones aren't exciting, but I have some plans that we're going to get pretty serious here soon. So what I wanted to start off with today's video is a few things. So as you guys know, if you did see the last video, we are supercharging the Dodge Viper GTS ACR edition. So what we're going to be doing is installing a Row supercharger kit. I've been talking with Row Racing as well. I spoke to Scott over there, and he's going to work with us as far as getting this used kit up and running. So it's going to be pretty fun. I'm going to be happy to work with those guys and make sure everything gets dialed in. So I'm missing a couple things from that kit. I'm missing a crank pin kit. And if you guys don't know what that is, essentially the snout on the crankshaft on these engines is just like a pressed fit. It doesn't have a keyway. Like, for example, on the Magnum engines, how there's an actual keyway in there so that this doesn't spin. Well, the Viper doesn't have that. It's just like a press fit, so it just kind of goes over the top. And so we're gonna get one of those kits off him. So essentially we're gonna drill the front of the crank and pin it so that the crank pulley doesn't spin on the snout of the crankshaft. Because if it does do that, you can ruin the crankshaft on the engine. So we definitely don't want that to happen. It's not a big deal though. I had to do it on the 4th gen Ram. So all the newer Hemi stuff, well, at least the 5.7s, they don't have the crank pinned. So when we did install the Pro Charger kit, we had to drill it. So not a big deal, but it does have to be done to that. So I'm gonna get that from him. And another thing I want to verify, and I'll show you guys and I'll take you guys with me in a second, is the pulley for the supercharger. And I also have to check the injectors to let him know what I have so he can advise me on which direction to go. So without further ado, let's go in there and we'll take a look at the supercharger kit, measure that stuff up. And I also have another box of parts showed up and something pretty cool over here. If you guys watched the last video, I got something over there too. So let's go inside for a second and I'll show you guys what I have to look at. All right, so here's the supercharger, as you guys know, and what I have to check is with this funny looking ruler. I did check it earlier, but I'll check it with you guys again, is the size of the pulley. So it looks like it is just about 3 inches. So I think it's supposed to be like 2.95. If I spin this around here, you can probably see a little bit better. So yeah, it looks like it is going to be just about 3 inches on this pulley. So this is going to run us, for better or worse, it's going to be about 6 pounds of boost we're going to be running, because we have the cast internals and we don't want to grenade anything just yet. So we'll talk more about that in just a second. The other thing I do have to check is our fuel injectors. So let's go ahead and find those in a part number and take a picture of that. All right, so here's the fuel injectors. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the number is 107961. I just did a quick Google search and it looks like they're Simon's 60-pound-an-hour injectors. So that's going to be the injector, so 60 pounds. And according to Row, the fuel pump is good up to almost 800 horsepower. So we should be fine with the fuel pump, the fuel injectors, unless of course we go E85, but we're gonna have to switch out more than just the injectors and all that for that to happen. So that's gonna take care of that part of this, inquiry as far as our supercharger kit. So if you guys haven't seen the last video, go ahead and check out that other video and we'll see. As far as the actual supercharger itself, we'll see as far as what we're going to do. I think we're going to put this on and see how she works. And then once we get everything running, get it happy with everything, we'll probably have some fun. And then we might upgrade the kit at some point. Maybe I'll sell this blower with the old the first generation of the kits as far as the different plate and stuff like that. Maybe we'll get an upgraded blower, but that's all down the road. Let's go back outside for a second. Okay, so also as mentioned, I got a hold of Keith, who was the previous owner of this kit, or one of the previous owners. It's kind of been passed around on a couple different cars. And he hooked us up with the meth kit. So thanks again to Keith if he ends up watching this. Let's go ahead and unbox this, because obviously I haven't even opened it, but this is the Row methanol injection kit for the car. And we're obviously not gonna be putting it on today, but I wanna make sure we start gathering all the necessary parts. So we'll go ahead and open up this box, see what we got. Okay, so first package out of this. Let's see what's in here. I think this is all our lines, if I had to guess. Okay, so here's gonna be the pump. Well, I think I just saw water fly out of there, didn't I? I did. There's water flying out of this thing, so she's good to go. And this looks like the relay, some sort of controller. So we'll have to figure out all the wiring on this stuff. And obviously this is the pump with whatever bracketry and whatnot on that. So that's the pump, and looks like it's got the fuse and everything for that. Let's move on to the next bag. So here is the actual bottle, and we'll see about what we're gonna do with this. If we're gonna use this bottle and tank, or if we're gonna switch to something different. Not too sure exactly the setup yet. I might try to go with a more slick reservoir, but we'll see what we end up with. But obviously it pulls out of the back here, and it's got a little vent there, so I don't know where we would mount this. I guess this would sit somewhere in the trunk. So all right, so it really isn't a whole lot to the kit by the looks of it. So it looks like there's these two kind of brackets or whatnot that goes around with this Velcro strap to hold the, I guess, reservoir in the trunk. Here's the two injectors with the quick connect fittings there that obviously each one would go probably into our intake, and it would shoot down both sides. And like I said, just the pump here with the controller. I'm not sure where it gets its reference for where to boost or whatnot, or where to start pumping. I'm guessing this box probably has some sort of predetermined setting in it, but I'll have to look at the instructions. I'll get this from Row and see how we want to configure this all, but at least we have a meth kit. And if we're missing anything, we'll piece it together. And like I said, I might do something different with the reservoir. You guys know me, I'm kind of picky and stuff like that, so we might end up putting like a black one or something, or something a little maybe more discreet, but we shall see. Okay, so we got the meth kit taken care of. Like I said, I'll dig into it. I'll look at the instructions. I'll speak to Scott over at Row, see what I'm missing and whatnot, and if I have to fill anything out with that kit, I will. And this is the other thing I want to show you guys, because I am pretty excited about this. So I picked up a welder, you guys. I am a noob with welding, of course, but I did my research, and Eastwood makes some pretty good product. Obviously, it's not like a Lincoln or a Miller or anything like that, but apparently this is pretty, holds its weight, and it's really competitive as far as how decent it is for the price point. So I got this whole setup used. I didn't buy it new. If we ever maybe get to this channel a little bit bigger, we can maybe talk about getting a more serious welder, but this is a MIG, obviously. It plugs in just your regular outlet. It's already got a 10-pound spool of wire in there. It came with a stand, came with a Lincoln automatic dimming helmet, and if there's anybody in the comments that's more experienced at welding, let me know. Obviously it's just Harbor Freight tips and stuff like that, but this guy barely used this thing. So I got that. He gave me a brand new set of gloves, literally haven't even been used, and a few other things. I don't know what this is in this little bag. It looks like a stick or something. I don't know, I guess if you wanted to do arc welding, I guess. I don't know what that thing is just yet, but what I do know is it came with a bunch of stuff. It came with some magnets to hold some stuff together. This thing has, what was the mixture again? 75% argon and 25% carbon dioxide, and this thing's pretty much full. So I'm gonna have to get fully into this and dig into this and see exactly what the settings are. That's about it, guys. Got the gauges on it, got the stand, got a little cart, so we can weld some stuff. So I'm kind of excited to be able to, finally weld anything if needed. So we are going to have some other stuff. I don't know if I should tell you guys just yet, but I might save it for tomorrow. I'll probably end up posting this video the next day, but I do have something else coming for the Viper as well. So maybe I'll wait to finish this video till tomorrow and show you guys that stuff, because that is going to be pretty cool. the other thing we're going to be doing to this Viper. So let me stay tuned and I'll show you guys tomorrow. We'll fast forward to tomorrow. Okay guys, so it's actually the next day and I just want to wrap this video up by showing you guys this and talking about it. So I ended up picking up another set of hellcat or SRT resonators for the rear. So these are actually off a hellcat. My understanding was that the hellcat mufflers or resonators were supposed to be a little bit bigger diameter than the Scat Pack from the research I did online, but they appear to be the same part number. I checked the part numbers here and what I put on the Dakota. Part numbers are the same. The only difference is there's a left and a right because I guess the hanger is welded in a different spot. But the diameter also seems to be similar as well. So it's like, I guess, outer diameter is like 2 3/4. Inner diameter is 2.5. So there's that. And what I'm going to be doing is putting these and trying these on the Viper. So I'm pretty excited to try those out. You guys, I don't know, might sound, I'm going to make the same prediction as before. It might sound terrible or it's going to sound incredible. Going into it kind of unbiased, same as I did with the Dakota, and it ended up turning out really good. So currently the Viper has 2 Borla mufflers, like canister styles like this in the lower sills, the side skirts on the Viper. So I'm gonna make 2 new sections, and that way we can just slip out the Borlas, slip these in place, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I'm really excited to see and hear how the Viper's gonna sound with these on it. So that's gonna do it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video. If you guys kind of saw a little sneak peek behind, we're getting quite a ways with Jason's truck. So I'm looking at right now. We ended up redoing the whole rear suspension yesterday and we have to finish today. But that video will be coming in a day or 2 on this channel. So thanks for watching, guys. See you guys on the next video.